United Way of Lake County is the best way to help the most people. Your donation, along with our partner agencies, work in tandem as pieces of a puzzle to help the homeless and others who are struggling with no place to turn. The goal is to help our community's most vulnerable residents regain control of their lives and become self-sufficient. Join me for a glimpse of what a day looks like for those who are struggling and how the United Way of Lake County and you impact lives. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, where's Beverage?
Hi, Carrie Dotson, Lifeline.
So Lifeline is Lake County's community action agency, and what that means is that we're the agency the federal government has designated to fight poverty in our community. So whatever poverty means to someone living in Lake County is what we're trying to fix. 211 is a 24/7 hotline that people can call when they don't know where to go for something that they need social service or healthcare wise.
We average about 300 calls a month. It's sad to say sometimes we have people hysterical or crying because things aren't going so well for them.
It's the end of the month and you're running out of food stamps, you're not sure how you're going to feed your family for the next week. You're homeless and you don't know where you're going to sleep tonight.
211 Lake County does all the referrals for Project Hope. Tell them where they can get the free bus to the shelter. We also refer them to the Salvation Army because they have a drop-in center in the daytime.
The morning starts around 6:45. I might have people sleeping right outside the front door. I open up the doors, they come in, I offer them coffee, something to eat, charge your phone, a shower.
Our day starts early here. Steve opens the building around 6:30. People who are homeless can come in and get a shower. Of course, we give them something to eat.
It's a balanced lunch. It may not be what you want, but it's something that's going to hold you over.
Been around for well over 100 years here in the community. Doesn't mean that we haven't been effective, but it just means that there's still a need there. And people still fall on hard times.
The main thing that brought me here, of course, is my faith in God and God's calling for me to help the homeless. There is so much help to be given here in this community.
And the programs are that important. The relationships we have with the United Way is important. We couldn't do it all ourselves. We send them to somebody else who has that next piece of the puzzle.
Well, the Lake County Free Clinic started in 1971. It is the provider for about 1,300 patients a year for both chronic and acute conditions. About 3/4 of our patients have no insurance at all. We have a pharmacy here. We have a dental clinic that offers extractions, simple restorations.
You're going to see a provider. You're going to receive education. You have all the supplies when you leave. I think the biggest thing that we do is the education and the support.
Well, we've been a recipient of United Way support for a long time. United Way is our largest contributor.
So Laketran Recovery Centers is a private nonprofit corporation, and we provide services to adults whose lives have been affected by their own or another's use of drugs or alcohol, problem gambling, or mental illness.
So we see kind of a wide range of people who are in the community. They could be people who are jobless, homeless, young, old.
We don't turn anybody away. And we're able to do that because of the generosity of our funders, such as United Way. And they support the agencies, not just financially, but guidance and things like that too. So.
Project Hope for the Homeless has been around since 1993. We provide emergency homeless shelter care and guidance to 50 people a night. Laketran delivers them here every evening, Monday through Friday, and takes them back uptown at 6:30 a.m. It's unbelievable, the community coming together just like they do through all the United Way agencies. Here they provide meals, they provide site staff support for us.
When people come in the door, we just want to meet them where they're at, with a smile, a handshake, introduce ourselves.
some people come in and they're just terrified. You know, they expect it to be worse than it is here.
And do the best I can.
Good. Last question for you. What does success look like?
To see them come full circle, you know, from I'm newly homeless, I don't know where I'm going to sleep tonight, to being able to move back into the private rental market and hopefully be able to start rebuilding their lives.
You can always tell. And sometimes they'll just say, thank you, you have helped me so much more.
It's just not material and it's just not physical, but it's spiritual too. People change and need to change. If you want help, you need to want to help. When people all of a sudden want to start helping themselves, that's a big shot in the arm too.
I do think what gives all of the people that work here, myself, Ginny, all of us, probably the most success is that satisfied patient.
I like to see the clients leaving group and feeling hopeful. That in itself is a success because they're coming from a place where hope was pretty non-existent.
Better predictor to a successful treatment outcome for a client than that relationship with their counselor.
When I see past guests who get a job from here and then I see them out in the community, that makes me smile.
But it can be as simple as eye contact. You know, a lot of people when they come in, they can't even make eye contact or eat with a fork. It's just the trauma in their life and getting them to the point where they're okay with a relationship.
Having someone come to me and say, thanks for your help, and because you guys were here, I was just accepted into this housing program. And now they come in and show me their key to their apartment. And that's success.